Hey, how are you? Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the 7 primary mistakes that traders make. This is, if anything, even more fun and is designed to help you become a better trader. In the 7 mistakes, we highlighted the key areas where you take yourself out of the game. Sometimes just staying in the game is one of the most important things. You start to make profits and grow a little later. Stay in the game. Today, we're going to have a really interesting one for you. The 3 primary gifts that a retail trader has. Yes, you actually have 3 gifts that you're not exploiting, that you really have. And these are critical. In fact, I'm going to suggest you have a pen and paper down close at hand, because there's a couple of key points and a little bit of homework for you to do. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to tell you about the 3 primary gifts that you have that you're not exploiting, so that you can commence becoming a better trader immediately. Mistake number 1 that you are not utilizing this gift is trading less. You need to trade less. How do we do this? Is it a little bit less? Is it a big less? No, you need to cut your volume of trades by 66%. That's right, I'm taking 2/3 of what you're doing away from you. That's a big reduction. Now, I never said these 3 gifts are going to be easy to do, guys. You need to write this down. This is going to be particularly difficult. What tends to happen when someone reduces your trades, and how do you even start by knowing how many times you trade and what should be the ideal amount of times of trades? Well, here's what I'm going to tell you to do. Write this down. Go back over your last 6 months of trading activity. That's quite a few weeks. And I want you to knock out all your holidays where you weren't active, or when personal stuff was going on, etc. And there were exceptions. There was just the 1 trade, and then you were doing stuff in the garden, or you were your wife and you were going on holiday. Knock all those weeks out. Take all the remaining weeks, look through your executed trades, not on your one platform, on all your platforms, all the little places that you've been popping off to have a trade on. I want you to consolidate and capture every single trade over those last 6 months, excluding the weeks where you were inactive for any other reasons. And I want you to work out how many trades actually throughout that period on those remaining weeks. Let's say of that 6 months, 10 weeks were properly reflective and active. They weren't half busy, half distracted. How many times did you trade in those 10 weeks? Add them all up together, divide them by 10. That is the fact of your last 6 months of history, how often on average you are trading per week. What I want you to do is write that number down on the pen and paper once you've done it, and then divide it by 3. Yes, you have heard me right. Divide it by 3. In short, you're going to do 1/3 of the amount of trading that you do in a normal active week of trading. And you're going to start each week like a prisoner with lions on the wall, how many trades you're allowed. The minute you've used one, you don't get to trade again. That means if on Monday you come out of the blocks and the allowed trades is 3 for that week, because you were doing 9 on average before, and you put on 2 trades on Monday, if the most beautiful trade shows up on Thursday or Friday and you've utilized all 3 of your lives, then there is no further trading and you can't take it. In other words, the rule is strict to the nth degree. What's going to happen when you reduce your trades by 3? Well, here's what's going to happen. First of all, you're going to become far more selective about what and where you're doing. You're going to decide on criteria. What is a good trade and what just is a little bit of an impulsive reaction. Maybe I just want to be in the game. I'm feeling bored. I think it's going to go up today. No. You need real criteria that are being met. You need the planets to line up for you in terms of whatever it is you are trading as a method. You need to do more trading work before the trade and less responding and reacting emotionally after. In short, if this, then that. If it does this, I will go long at that level. My stop is here, my take profit is there. Who can see the value of doing less trading? In fact, you're probably more often than not reasonably accurate with your trades. The problem is what you do in between to keep yourself busy and engaged. You throw all the profits back that you make on the high confidence trades. That is the truth, and that is what I found with my trading. And by reducing my volume of trading, not only did I get some of my lifestyle back, not only was I more available for the other great freedoms that I mentioned, which goes beyond your financial freedom, beyond your freedom of location, your hobbies, your association and friends. All of those aspects, you get your life back. You don't need to be on 9 monitors. Okay, so that's the key benefit. Now, why is it a benefit that you have? Why am I selling it like that? Why am I saying institutions don't have that benefit? Guess what? That institutional trader that has so many more resources, so many more access to analytical reports and even talking to CEOs, etc., that you think is omnipotent compared to you, he has to be in the game every day, from when he comes in and from when he goes home. If he's a market maker, when we called the Euro Swiss franc collapse and we were short, they had to offer a buy and an ask when the Swiss National Bank walked away from their 1.2 floor. They had no liquidity. Guess what? If you weren't short, you could back away and wait for this volatility to go away. Many brokers lost a lot of money. You don't need to be in the market if it's not the right market for you. Sometimes the best trade is no trade. Okay, what else can I tell you? The second great gift that you're not utilizing. Remember, gift number 1, trade 1/3 of the amount of trades you're doing. Get an understanding of how much trading you're doing in your active weeks. Gift number 2, never, and this doesn't feel like a gift, so watch out for this one, never place an at-market order again. I told you these were going to be tough, guys. You're going to be cutting your trades by 2/3, and now I'm telling you, you can never chase a market and hit a market order. What does that mean? How's it going to trade? How's it going to change your trading? Well, I can give you an exact idea of how it changed it for me. No more FOMO, no more panic buying and panic selling. Planned, orchestrated, pre-trade, thinking, analysis, where all the work gets done while you're mentally neutral and you're not biased by the market. And you say, if you do this, I will be triggered long. In other words, you're like the guy catching the bear. Instead of running around looking for bears, you're setting a trap at high probability locations. You're waiting for him to run your tripwire. And this is how you're going to trade. Pending orders in the markets at key levels of significance that, if run, imply a greater move. Now that's awesome, because it means you can be out on your board, kite surfing, scuba diving, or snowboarding if you're a winter sports guy, and you can be taken into your market trade. And also at the same time, if the market moves against you, you can be taken out for a predetermined small size loss. But if it does its performance and runs to your target in the same way, you could be asleep and making money. How about that? That's the power of not planning, of not chasing, markets when they run, and having pre-planned trades with a set and forget capability. Real power, really powerful. Start thinking about that huge, huge gift that you're not exploiting. Never enter a market order again. You are emotionally responding in most instances. Rarely is now that key moment. So many times you think, oh wow, and it's happening now, only for it to flick up 3 ticks and to come back down 5, and you've chased in to the long side. Okay, so we've done 2 of the 3 great benefits. I told you they weren't easy, guys. Here's the third one, and it's your final one. This is a huge gift. If you do this, you're going to quantum leap being an emotional responder that is just thinks he was serious about trading, but is actually just looking for highs and a bit of excitement in the market and has always ended up paying for it, to somebody who actually comes away regularly with profits and could conceivably become a lifestyle trader. And this is the key one. So your third great gift, always know your level of entry, always know your predetermined stop, and always have a target. That's controversial. Many people say, oh, but it's the trend. The trend is your friend. Just stay. It'll keep on going up. Why will you ever sell? Etc., etc. No, have a point at which you take off. and it's not a trailing stop loss. Stop losses generally do a lot of damage for traders, guys. In fact, brokers love you to have stop losses. People don't know how to place them, they don't know where to put them, and there's only rare moments when you can get really tight. So by planning your trade, knowing your risk reward ratio before you even enter, because the minute you specify a target, you're specifying how much risk in terms of loss you're prepared to have on the downside and how much gain you're asking for on the upside. Is the juice worth the squeeze? You get to answer that question only if you have a target, only if you have a predetermined stop loss, and only if you have a known entry level that doesn't necessarily have to be the level at this point in time. Remember, no market orders. We're waiting for a key level of significance to be run. That then gives you an overall risk-reward ratio that is known in advance. Try always to disprove. Try disprove. Could it go the other way? Why am I so certain? What aspects are in my favor? Do all the pre-work analysis and set your entire plan. Make all the decisions before the entry while mentally neutral. What does this allow you to do? It allows you your freedom. Many people come to trading seeking freedom and tie themselves to 9 screens and 14-hour thrashed out days with nothing but losses to go home from. You don't want that kind of existence. You want to do your planning before. You want to be able to set it in where all the orders are expressed in the exchange or your broker platform and be able to enjoy the rest of your life. Okay, let's recap the 3 great gifts that you're not exploiting. And they're tough to do, but they will reward you immensely if you do. Remember, I want you to become a better trader, but I never said it was easy. Becoming good and trading is hard. What do you need to do? First of all, cut your number of trades by 1/3 and stick to that number strictly. If you've used all your 3 trades on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, there is no trading no matter what happens on Thursday or Friday. Okay, number 2, always set pending orders only for your entry into the market. Let the market confirm your suspicions by taking you in. Let the bear run your tripwire, confirming that you are in the right place where the bears like to hunt. Let the pending orders do your work. Be patient. Don't chase. Become a sniper. And then the 3rd and final one is knowing your entire risk-reward ratio prior to entering in the market. So a pending entry, your entire risk-reward ratio is planned and all the orders are set so that you are now in set and forget mode. Many of my best trades have closed while on holiday or asleep. Can you believe that? Making money while on holiday or asleep sounds a bit sleazy. It's true if you do the work before, stay mentally neutral and set and forget and express the entire trade plan in the markets. You see, the thing about markets is, and this is an important thing, it really is the thing, you don't get to control what markets do. You may be an alpha male, used to controlling the situation, always applying yourself and winning by brute force and effort and confidence and understanding and intellect, etc., etc. You can't brute force a market. You have no control over what it's going to do. You may have a suspicion of what it might do. If you are accurate, you being there or not is not going to change that. If you're inaccurate, you being there or not is not going to change that. In fact, the watch trades are often the ones you tinker and spoil. So there you go, guys. It's been awesome having you on this mini course series. Thank you. If you want to watch some of them again, remember the one before this, the 7 primary mistakes that traders make. If you missed it, go back and look for the video and you can watch again. Until I speak to you again, thank you for coming on board. Trade small, trade smart, and stay on the path. I'm Francis Hunt, the Market Sniper. I look forward to speaking to you again soon.